All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Rise of Industry. So I've let it run for a little bit, and you can see what's going on. So I am actually starting to make a little bit of money. Not a lot, but a little bit of money. I made, the previous month I made 13,000. And I mean, right now my building upkeep cost is costing me just a ton of money. But I'm selling off these cartons, and these cartons are being purchased from the hardware store, and I'm making some cash, which is fantastic. But what I want to do is I want to capitalize on this. Some other industries have jumped into place. There was some copper ore, so a coal mine went in place. They're actually doing coal over here. I've got a fisherman that kind of jumped up in this area, and ooh, we have a little bit of a backup here, which is they can't get to their final destination. Their destination is full. So that means this storage facility has no more room. Right. It can only hold X number of units. I'm going to stop the shipment of water for now from the wholesaler. We're going to cancel this. And we're just going to let them use up their final bits of water. It'll take a little bit. They're only using 1 unit of water per piece of cardboard. So we've got some time with that, but I want to make some more money. So why don't we do this? Why don't I build another lumber yard in this area, which seems to be a pretty good area to build a lumber yard at. Where's the road? Okay, the road is in the right position. We'll put it right here. And as you just saw, you've got things that are happening. Some events are happening. Like in this case, if I'm making mattresses, I've got 35% increase in price. We got bad maintenance, which is the state has neglected the roadways. So road speed is negative 25%, and the dispatch cost is plus 25%. These are go away. These are just events that happen over time. Let's add some harvesters in. Change the rotation of this harvester. Let's put this harvester right over here. Create another harvester, and we'll put him somewhat over here. And we'll create a third harvester, and we'll put him over here. We're going to connect all these guys up, like we did last time, up to the main mill. And I want this mill to then, in turn, ship it over this way. Oh, shoot. Autosave got me. Thank you, autosave. Appreciate that. Let's see here. I think that's probably going to slow me down a lot going over this hill like this. I would think that it does. We can come down here, and we can start cutting over. Now let's cut straight up, right up to here. Okay, what did I want to do with this? I want to sell this off to the state. I want to sell this wood off to the state. So my destination for this wood is... Actually, I don't want these trucks to do it. I want my logistics company to do it. Let's get a trucking yard. Right across the street from the lumber yard. I mean, why not, right? Well, how about right up here? Right over here, so they're not eating up too much of that forest. They're right here. Okay. And why don't I hook these two guys up too, like that? Okay, good. So I want this lumber yard to put the wood in the Depot 3. And I want the Depot 3 take the wood. Raw components here. Find the wood. Here we go. And I want you to sell it to the state. So that's 77 tiles. It's going to sell that right off to the state. So it's going to go get the wood. It's going to sell it to the state, which should be pretty awesome, actually. Let's look at the storage of this. 0 units being stored. This production alert, the lumberyard is still full. Yep. The water is not being consumed fast enough. That's the problem. So it's not building cartons fast enough. It's not producing the water fast enough, which is a little bit tragic here. I probably could sell off some more wood Right now, currently, you have dispatchers, right? So the dispatchers are saying where your destination is. The only way you can unlock these dispatch is by going and putting in the tech for additional dispatch routes. And this will give you one additional dispatch route. This will give you another additional dispatch route. And this will give you another 4 additional dispatch routes. And then the same for trucks, right? This will increase the truck capacity, and this will reduce the cost for the dispatch. These are all great, but it takes R&D points. And R&D points are happening. They're just happening really slowly. Because it takes time to turn around and produce some of this. Now, the R&D for the gathering is coming up pretty quickly because I'm getting my own water, which is, or getting my own lumber, which is nice. So that lumber is then turning around and increasing this R&D. And these guys are going to sell off. Now, I'm curious to see... Oh, I missed it. I'm curious to see how much they sell for. So let's increase... They should have some in storage. They have 9 in storage. It's only 3 trucks. So they can only take 3 at a time. So they're whipping down here. They're going to come and pick these up. And they're going to drop them off. Now, let's see how much I'm getting for this wood. I made 11,000 profit off of the previous month, which is good. So I'm no longer losing money. But let's see how much they make by going to the state. 743. Not the best, but it's something, right? So this is just going to produce money. That's all that it's going to do. It's not going to produce an enormous amount of money, but it will produce some money. Maybe. Looks like I'm running at a little bit of a loss. My cardboard is not producing fast enough. But that's okay. That's what it is right now. I mean, I need to spend... I got tax break here. So negative 25% increase, which is nice. I still have a production problem. This truck depot... Oh, it's sitting on a ton of wood. Oh, I had some more trucks that I could use. Oops, I didn't realize I had more trucks in the truck yard. I don't have anything in storage. They're not producing fast enough. If I had a different dispatch, I would turn around and... Well, what could I do here? It could set the destination. Can you set the destination? Because they're not producing that much. So why don't I just set the destination directly to the hardware store? And let's get rid of this. Because I don't need this. Really don't. They're not producing enough. So this guy's just going to sell directly to the store. And if I had the amount of trucks to do that, I would. There's just... The production is not enough. So that's going to save some money. Because that's one less building that I have to pay maintenance fees on. These guys are totally full. And I'm producing as much wood as humanly possible. My net income is only because I sold that building. Let's see. Am I getting close? I'm getting close to the R&D points for the water siphoning. Which would be nice. And then once I put another point into this... Another 2 more points into this. These things are going to become cheaper, which means I'll make more money over it in the long run. Right now, not making much money. Let's see. This month, I'm making some... Yeah, some 391. That was it. I could sell... Since this well, how much does this have in there? 26 units. You know what I could do for a while, I guess, is I could sell this off to the state. 25 units. I could put down another plant. If I put down another plant, that would help. We can have the other plant work on... Oh, we can have them work on... These guys are working on what right now? They're producing cardboard. I could have them produce paper. 15 days to produce paper, 15 days, 12 days to produce carton, 12 days. Deluxe books takes leather, posters are, that's all locked, newspapers locked because I don't have the info for, or the tech for that right now. The slumber yard is just, it's packed. It's absolutely packed. And these guys are pretty packed. Why don't we drop off this to the state? Let's just start unloading this to the state right now. We'll sell both of those units to the state. We'll make a little bit of money. We won't make a lot of money. But at least we'll start reducing the quantity faster. Alright, I did get another point in R&D. Let's pause. I'm going to do the water siphon. Now, the reason why I did that is because now I can unlock the farm. Which means I can get the orchard up and running. I'm not going to be able to produce orange juice. I will get apples to begin with. Industry, we're still working on industry. It's going to take a while to get enough into industry. He can produce orange juice, but the problem is... Well, okay, I can produce orange juice, but the problem is I don't get orange unless I spend 2 points in here. But at least I could start producing apples, and I could sell the apples off. So let's unlock... I did unlock the water siphoning, right? I did. So let's then turn around. Let's get the orchard. We have no more points. Let's start looking at farmland, which is... There's plenty of farmland over here. So let's get an orchard built. Nice big radius for the orchard. Let's put it right here. Kind of like it right here. Put it right here. We'll get this orchard built. It's going to need water, right? Some nice water over there. There's plenty of water down here. Matter of fact, I can stick up like 6 harvesters over here. I'm going to do that. How close am I to the logistics aspect of this? I almost have a point in logistics. I'm going to turn around and do dispatch. We can unlock the dispatch when I get the logistics points in here. Okay, so let's get field. We'll get the 3 fields that we need right now. They're going to produce apples. That's the only thing that they can produce is apples. It's going to need 1 water for an apple. It's 20 days to produce apples. Let's go ahead and put a road down. I'm just going to do, yeah, something like this. Not bad. It's kind of straight. I'm going to need some water. So let's go ahead and produce a water siphon. And where's the road for this? Over here. So I can get the water siphon, rotate this around. Let's get the water siphon right here. Come back, 1 more. Good. And let's put in the water. We'll put 1 here and 2 here. Let's connect these guys up. Okay. And let's connect this up to a main road. Good. Autosave got me again. How many points do I need before I can unlock this? Pretty soon I'll be able to unlock this extra dispatch. Let's get the water going right now to the farm. Just get all 5 going to the farm. Okay, now I need to think about my goods. These goods, we could set these goods right into town. Who wants commercial? We can go to, wow, this farmer's market is far away. What about this farmer's market? Farmer market 1. Why is that 270 tiles? Is that really 270 tiles away? I didn't think it was that far. Oh, I guess it is. Let's see, the farmer's market. Let's make sure the farmer's market does want apples. See, this one doesn't want apples. So there's another farmer's market in Longbrook, really far away, that'll take apples. These guys don't want apples. Let's take it to the state. It's close. Might as well just ship it off to the state. Okay. We have water being delivered here. We have apples being delivered to the state. How is this production going? 30 and 25. This guy is still full to the max, right? Absolutely. He's got 80 units. Are we staying on top of this one? No, he's loaded too. They're loaded as well. You have 80 units sitting in here. No, you only have 16 units here. What's... Oh, you have 80. Oh, why don't you have 3 trucks running? 5 trucks running. Get your 5 trucks running, bud. This depot has 5 trucks running. Just want to make sure I have all the trucks that I possibly have running. We're kind of at a loss right now. You're producing apples, right? Yep, you're working on it. You're getting water coming in. Producing apples. Let's get another paper mill. I don't want all this wood to go to waste. Let's get all the paper mill. 400,000 for a paper mill. Put a paper mill right here. Problem is water, right? We've got to get enough water in there. How much water do we have here? We have 6 units of water. How about we deliver some water to this paper mill? I don't want to produce paper. I want to produce cardboard again. Because it eats up more wood. Let's go ahead and set the destination. That was paper mill 2. Got 5 trucks going to paper mill 2. That should help. We'll get that up and running. Let's see here. We have these guys are going to the state. How about you go to paper mill 2? All 5 units. Good. We're going to need this guy to get a load of lumber. He can hold how many units? 50 each? Good. Have him loaded up. We have our apples being delivered off to the state. How much do they get for these apples? They get 1,600 for these apples. Not that bad. That's not that bad at all. All right, I have another point. It is in the logistics. I'm going to do the dispatch route. How's gathering coming along? Gathering's actually coming along very nicely. I thought about thinking about sand. If I do the fishing dock, I have a feeling that I can sell directly. I wonder how that works, because there's a fishing unit here, but I wonder if I could sell directly to the store without having to do anything crazy. I haven't tried fishing yet, so I don't know. How's this paper mill doing for water? That's 7 water. You have 19 water. Okay, now that we have an extra dispatch route, let's choose the paper mill as a destination. Ooh, wait, hold on. How are you doing? You have 2 water. Let's choose the farm for some water. Let's reduce the trucks. Oops. Let's reduce the truck down. We only have 5 trucks to deal with, so we'll split that between the paper mills and the water and the farm. This has plenty. Paper mill has 18. Paper mill has... Let's split this up. Paper mill 1. Autosave. And let's choose a raw resource of wood, and let's do to paper mill 2. Reduce this down by 2, increase this by 2. Okay, we've got wood going to 2 different locations. We have water going to 1 factory and the farm. But we'll get that situated. I mean, I can have a 3rd harvester, but I don't think I need it right now. I might do a 3rd harvester, but who knows? We'll see what happens. This is going good. I think he's starting to get on top of this, right? You're still maxing on the units. Probably the next thing to do for logistics is to get some additional trucks. I think that that's going to be the best thing to do. This is what? 2 trucks? Probably 2 trucks, and then what? 4 dispatch is probably going to be the best way to go. And that way I can start shipping things all over the place. Of course, I need to unlock the urban roads because that just travels. Everything travels much faster on the urban roads. You can see these guys are booking it. If we can get the urban roads in here, that'd be really nice. They'd move back and forth. And how much storage do I have? I just have water and storage. He's kind of staying on top of the water. Not really that much, but it'd be nice to be able to have some more water going in there. Oh, I have a flood in the orchard. What does that mean? 75 production decrease going to my orchard, which is I didn't tell that to dump, did I? No, I don't think I did. There's a new regulation. I don't know what it is. The upkeep is 20%. But okay, so be it. Nothing I can do with that right now. The only thing I could do is let this kind of do its thing until our next phase. Because I don't have anything for research. I think, you know, it's going to take a while to get R&D points in for my logistics, my industry. It's going to take a while to get. Same with farming. And gathering is probably the closest one. But I'll come back to you guys later after I have spent some time with this and built this up a little bit. Put a like if you like the series. Let me know if you like this. This is kind of a fun little, you know, tycoon management type game. It's very interesting how this all plays out. And leave comments in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.